Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Snack Thoughts. I'll say again, welcome to Snack Thoughts. And what is my thought for tonight? Well, my thought for tonight is the effects of the great resignation. I'll say it again, the effects of the great resignation. And everybody, I'm quite sure, has heard, or seen that there's been shortages, of staff or employees, in businesses. Now, obviously, the main areas that have been affected are in the areas of leisure and hospitality, retail, and obviously healthcare, medical profession, obviously because of the stress, and the long hours they've been working, because of the pandemic. But there's other areas in the economy where businesses are being affected. But basically, what is causing it? It's basically disgruntled employees, that are tired of their particular jobs or their work situation, and then also a combination of the pandemic, with this COVID-19, Omicron, and all these different variations of it, and people, don't want to be forced to take the vaccination. They don't want their kids forced to take it. And then some it could be the cost, of child care, and if the jobs don't basically pay or make accommodations for that, then some people can't afford to um, pay for child care, and go back to work. So it's a combination of different things, but the core of it is the pandemic, and honestly, the core of it, even beyond the pandemic, is disgruntled employees that just basically they're tired. People are burnt out, and what is happening is that these employers are finally getting the message, and they're starting to learn that by them not having employees, it's begun to hurt their bottom line. And if you don't have employees, then you can't run a business. You will not have a business without employees or customers, unless you are a one shop deep. If you're one person deep, then if you don't have customers, you don't have a business. But for these corporations and businesses that require employees, without your employees there to do the labor, or produce the product, or sell it for you, then basically you will eventually go out of business because you have nobody to work it. You don't have enough staff. And I think that is definitely it is a lesson to employers to make sure that they appreciate the workers that work for them. You have to be considerate of other people and be considerate of your employees' time. Employees are people like anybody else, and so people get tired of being used and abused. You can't dog people out and expect to get their labor and productivity, or definitely try and expect to get the best of it. It's not going to work. It ain't going to happen. you know and what's happening is that is having a effect on this economy as a whole, because if businesses are short staffed and they can't run or function like they're supposed to, eventually they're going to lose their customer base, or it will definitely slow and even hold things up or bring things to a halt. I mean, one area you can think about, one industry, is with truckers, the shortage of truckers and the supply chain shortage. So if you don't have employees in these industries, think about the various items that people need to shop for, or what is needed. Hospitals need medical supplies. Your grocery stores, they need to have food and other important items on their shelves. And something with the supply chain shortage, if you don't have truckers or people that work in that particular industry or in the supply chain or logistics, if they quit, and they bail out, then you have a what's known as a stoppage or a work stoppage. The mission cannot be completed. You cannot get the products from the cargo ships to the containers to the ports, and then thus get them on the shelves or to the locations that they need to be so that the customers can purchase these items. And the same goes for, and obviously in retail, with the grocery stores. You don't have enough employers to work or to stock the groceries up. And even though many of the cashiers are becoming automated, you still need managers and people to run these operations. But yes, the great resignation. People have had enough, and they're fed up and tired, and they basically let President Biden and they letting the big wigs know that we are not going to take it anymore, and we demand higher wages, and also we demand better treatment. And you can't blame them. I have to be honest, you cannot blame them. I've always said that these employers, they should pay the people more. The Bible even says it, for a laborer is worthy of his reward. So why do you try to make millions and billions of dollars at the top, but you shortchange the people that do the work for you and make it happen at the bottom? And people have finally said, that's it. No more. Enough is enough. So I hope that they can get this situation worked out, and give up the money. Give up the money and make better working conditions for employees that will attract them and make them want to come to work. It's hard to do a job or to be employed by somebody that you hate. If you can't stand going to work, you're going to be miserable. And after a while, you're going to quit. And that's basically what has happened in mass. But yes, the great resignation and the consequences and its effects. If this continues at this rate, it will bring this society to its knees or bring it to a halt, because it cannot function. The government needs its tax dollars. Municipalities have to have funding. Where are they going to get this money from? And there's only so much fake money that you can keep on printing up, but you don't have anything to back it by, and you don't have any employees to help produce an output. So tell me how that's going to work if you're running the printing press, but you don't have any people or boots on the ground that's producing any product or even causing it to move. How about that? But yes, the great resignation. But I won't belabor. I'll cut this one off. But it's just some food for thought and something to think about. And if you are a business owner, a manager, and you have employees that work for you, remember to be considerate and value your employees, because they can always quit. And the employee is just as valuable as the business owner, the CEO, the president. They are equally just as valuable, and just as valuable as your customer. Who's going to service your customer? Who is going to get the work done? If a manager doesn't have any employees, there's nobody to manage. And no one person or few people can do it all by themselves. Everybody needs help. But anyway, more to come, guys. More to come. But that's all I have on this one. And I want to thank you for taking the time out to listen. And I thank those that are subscribed to my podcast, Snacks Thoughts, and also to my YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube, and that have stuck it out with me. So I really appreciate your support. And please subscribe to this podcast, Snacks Thoughts, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube. Snacks Thoughts. This podcast can be found on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Acast, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Radio PPM, and a host of other social media platforms. So please subscribe to Snacks Thoughts and push it out. Share it. Share it. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube. That's ERIC BROADUS YouTube, or ericbroaddusyoutube.com. So go over there, smash that bell to become subscribed, smash that like button to like the video. If you don't like it, hey, smash the unlike button. Everyone has a right to their opinion, and leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. But share both Snacks Thoughts and Eric Broadus YouTube. Push them out. Also, lastly, I teach courses on Skillshare, on leadership, how to succeed in the military, diversity, and some other topics. So I'll leave the link in the description, and go on over there and join up on Skillshare. But that's all I have, guys. Peace out. See you soon. I got some military content coming out on my YouTube channel. Later.